Hello. Thinking Time 24, how do you find the third way? Because the third way is finding a better way forward. Because we live in a world of extremes, let's be honest about it. Online arguments, political divisions, family tensions, workplace conflicts, and on and on and on. So one person says it's my way, the other person says no, it's my way. And most conflict becomes a tug of war between winning and losing, attack and retreat, domination and resentment. But Stephen Covey talked about something different. He called it the third way, or what we might call the third alternative. And the idea is simple but powerful. The best solution is often not your way or my way, but a better way neither of us could see alone. So Covey believed that most people listen to reply, not to understand. It's important. They listen to reply, not to understand. And we enter conversations armed for battle with doing such things as protecting our ego or defending our position or proving ourselves right. But he says real wisdom begins when people become curious instead of combative. And the third way asks this: what if we stop trying to win? What instead if we just simply try to understand? What if conflict could actually create something better? So imagine two people arguing over an orange. One wants it for juice, the other wants it for the peel in a cake recipe. They fight over who deserves the orange until someone finally asks, why do you want it? And suddenly they realize one needs the juice, the other needs the peel, and the conflict disappears because understanding creates a third way. And let's be real about it. I think this is a principle that can apply everywhere. Marriages, churches, politics, workplaces, friendships. Because the third way is not weakness, it's actually creative courage. And what it does say is this: I may not see the whole picture on my own because you may know something I don't. And then together we might discover something even better. Well, honestly, our world desperately needs more of that, doesn't it? So let's think of a contribution, how this can affect the way that we live our lives. And I've used this acronym here of LISTEN. So look for understanding. Don't begin with assumptions. I invite other perspectives. Wisdom grows when people feel heard. S, slow down reactions, because most damage happens in emotional haste. And think win-win. This is really important. Don't aim for victory alone. Aim for mutual good. And explore creative solutions. Conflict can become innovation. And then notice that shared humanity. The person opposite you is not the enemy. And what a remarkable example of this was Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison, many expected revenge, and instead Mandela chose reconciliation. Why did he do this? Because he understood something profound. If a nation only swings between retaliation and submission, everyone loses. But the third way becomes a path towards healing. So here's a takeaway for each one of us. This is the point for us to grab hold of, which can hopefully change our lives for the better. So ask yourself this: what conflict in our lives might change if our goal shifted from winning to understanding? It says this in the Bible: blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. So here's the challenge today. This week, in one difficult conversation, spend more time asking questions than simply defending your position. Now, that's going to be a big challenge, won't it? So I think we need to pray at this point. Lord, help us become people who listen well, seek understanding, and build peace instead of division. Give us wisdom to find better ways forward and find the third way. Amen. Thank you for watching.